Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. I hope you are having a great day. Let's start with today's stories. Am I the idiot for no longer wanting to put up with my boyfriend's mom? I, 30 female, am beginning to hate my boyfriend's, 29, male, mom. It started last October, when I found out I was pregnant. I told my boyfriend not to tell anyone yet, until we get the ultrasound for our baby. But we agreed to tell his mom, as he insisted on it. A few days later, I met with my aunts, and one of them said I shouldn't eat too much cause it would be hard to give birth when I get heavy. I was shocked, because I haven't told anyone from my side of the family yet. I was devastated, because I wanted to be the one to tell my family about my pregnancy, when I was ready. I asked my boyfriend if he found it weird that my aunts already know about my pregnancy, and he brushed it off, like it was a normal thing by saying, "Oh, Mom must have mentioned it to them, don't worry about it." A few days later, my boyfriend and I got into an argument about a vacation I booked for us, months prior to finding out about the pregnancy. I told him that we should still go, since the flights were already booked and we can't cancel or refund them. We can still go sightseeing at least, before we get anchored down to the house with a baby. He was strongly opposed to it, and said that it's best we stayed home and that I rest. Later in the day, my boyfriend's mom calls me to check in. I told her that everything was fine. There was a lull and she mentioned that it would be best that I stay home and rest, until my baby is here, and that I shouldn't be wasting money on useless trips. I immediately wanted to drop the call. I felt suffocated. I confronted my boyfriend about it when he came from work. He told me he didn't know how else to make me listen about not going to our trip, and he told his mom that I was being stubborn. I told him that we didn't need anyone else's opinion on how to live our life, and that he shouldn't be telling his mom private matters. Then, that's where I began to notice that every little thing I do, his mom would give me, quote, motherly advice. I got so stressed about it. And then, later on, I found out that during the days when my boyfriend is at work, he and his mom are on the phone for 2 to 3 hours, catching up, almost daily. He has Wednesdays off and his mom doesn't call him when he's home. I lost the baby in January of this year. And his mom still had a lot to say about how we should have listened to her. So, am I the idiot for no longer wanting to put up with my boyfriend's mom? OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the a-hole. I think I'm the a-hole because my boyfriend adores his mom, and I can no longer put up with her. I am automatically on high alert when he's on the phone with her. Sometimes when he's home and she calls, he would step out of the room. OP gives more info in the comments. Info, have you done anything about it? Like told him to not speak to her again or something? I've told my boyfriend that I'm uncomfortable with how he tells his mom every little thing in our relationship. That isn't being an a-hole, that's setting a boundary. You are in the clear. But your boyfriend is being a butthole. But that didn't make a huge difference. If anything, he doesn't tell her what we eat for dinner anymore. Well, of course they are close, maybe even codependent on each other. It's annoying, but it happens. Is he an only child? Or the youngest? It would make sense if he was. Is she married to his father or someone else? What does her spouse and other people think of their relationship? Does someone else find it strange too? I understand that it sucks to feel like there's a third person in your relationship, always intruding. And you have every right to not want a relationship like that, and make boundaries, but it seems that your boyfriend, and his mom, don't want this. To change things, you're going to have to talk to him again, maybe even her, create more boundaries if necessary. And if you still feel like things haven't changed, if you still feel like you're suffocating, then it's time to think about whether this is a relationship you still want to stay in. And honestly, I just thought she was just a super protective mother, a little nosy, but nothing more, until you tell us what she said when you lost the baby. I'm so sorry for your loss, OP. But after her reaction, screw her. Instead of consoling you, she is trying to lecture you? What the hell? Not the idiot OP. And what do you guys think about this? What would you do if you were OP? Now let's read the comments before going to the update. Not the idiot. He won't change, she won't change. It's up to you to change and get the hell out. She is in a relationship with him and his mom. They are a team. You can be a part of them by listening to them and accepting that they know best. This is the rest of your life. Run, walk away from this one before you get pregnant again and get stuck with his mom for as long as she lives. You're not in a relationship with him, you're in a relationship with them. I could go on, but you already know there's no fixing it. Don't let him try to say he'll change, his relationship with her will always be more important, because she's programmed him that way since he was a toddler. Not the idiot and run. Not the idiot. Your main problem here is boyfriend. Dump them both and move on. Sorry about your loss. Not the idiot, you need to get out of that relationship, because to paraphrase the late Princess Diana, it was a bit crowded because there were 3 people in the relationship. Your boyfriend and mom ignored every boundary you set, it will not get any better, get out while you can. And now let's read the update. Update. Hello everyone. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my problems. I have want to say 2 things from reading all your comments. 1. I am in love with a mama's boy, and potentially in a relationship with him and his mom. It's suffocating to think that my boyfriend doesn't have a mind of his own, and has to run to his mom to have opinions about our future. Thank you for letting me know that I wasn't the only crazy one here. 2. His whole family is toxic, his grandma is also very controlling. He said he didn't want to be like them, and he wasn't until. Well. It infuriates me. I will have a sit-down talk with him to finally establish my set boundaries. If he can't handle not telling his mom everything, then we won't work out. Well, I'm glad OP got the validation she needed to realize that she wasn't wrong in finding the relationship between her boyfriend and his mother odd. But OP, if you already know that this happens in his family, and looks like he has no intention to change, is it worth insisting on it? I mean, you have every right to try to save your relationship, but just don't waste too much time on something that may never be the way you want it to be. Well, and what did you guys think of this update? Do you agree with OP, or would you have already walked away from this relationship? Don't forget to leave your comments down below. Oh, are you enjoying the video so far? If so, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications to know when a new video is out. This helps the channel, so I really appreciate it. Now let's go to the next story. Am I the idiot for sarcastically telling my sister that punishing her daughter for going to a movie without her stepsister is sure to help their family? My sister, Anna, has a daughter, Piper, 16, female. Anna is married to Gavin, and has a stepdaughter, Hazel, 16, female. Anna and Gavin have been together for 6 years, and married for 4. Both girls live with Anna and Gavin full-time, due to Piper's dad being deceased, and Hazel's mom being a deadbeat. Hazel sees Piper as her sister, while Piper doesn't return the sentiment, and really doesn't seem to like her very much. She's fine with her, but doesn't like to hang out with her, and always seems to see spending time with Hazel as a chore. This could be in part, because ever since they moved in together, Anna and Gavin have decided they will do certain things together every week, and they do not get to say no to it. Hazel loves it, but Piper hates it. Both girls love the Hunger Games. Piper has read all the novels, including the newest one. Hazel is yet to read the latest novel. The girls also love the movies, and so Anna and Gavin decided they would see the new movie together. Piper said she wanted to go with her friends, but Anna told her she would go with her sister. Piper went to see it with her friends anyway, and Anna found out. She asked Piper why, and Piper told her she wanted to go with her friends. She wanted to enjoy seeing the movie and not be stuck with a burden while watching it. Anna decided to ground Piper, and told her she will learn to love and appreciate her sister, or she will end up grounded a lot, until she moves out. Anna was annoyed that instead of being apologetic, Piper just complied and has not shown any appreciation for Hazel since. She was telling me all this, and I sarcastically told her that it's sure to help their family punishing Piper for going to the movie without Hazel, when she has been telling her for a while, in different ways, that she doesn't like Hazel. I also made a comment that forced proximity always makes relationships so much better. Anna told me I wasn't a parent of teens, so I didn't get it, and it was rude to sarcastically talk about her parenting. Am I the idiot? OP has offered the following explanation for why they think they might be the a-hole. I sarcastically told my sister that punishing her daughter for going to a movie without her stepsister is sure to help their family be closer and make the girls' relationship better. This might have been an a-hole move on my part, since I wasn't asked for an opinion, and by being sarcastic, I was making it clear what I thought of her parenting decisions. OP also gives more info in the comments. I also think there can be a bit of oh well, they are sisters so they have to love each other, when bio parents don't feel the need to force the relationship, whereas here, with Anna and Gavin, they probably feel this urge to really push them to be close, since they're not blood related and haven't been part of the same family their whole lives. Hazel has some friends, but doesn't appear to have very close friends. Whereas Piper does. Plus Hazel always wanted a sibling, according to Gavin, and she was excited to have one the same age as her. My sister doesn't realize that Piper isn't more likely to start loving Hazel or seeing her as her sister, just because they spend time together, when Piper doesn't want to. She might have warmed up to her more, if she had been given the chance to do it in her own time and figure out what worked. Instead, she never had the chance to say no. Anna knows Piper doesn't want to spend time with Hazel. She knows she resents having to do so. I think she also knew Hazel would be the odd one out with them, and it wouldn't work toward the whole make them into sisters thing. Is Piper staying because of her mom paying for school? If not, then ask her to move in with you. If she's dependent on her mom, as soon as school is over, then she will go no contact. She can't just pick up and move where she wants. Her mom is still her parent and legal guardian, and would never just let her move out. You can't force someone to like someone else just because you want to. Make them act respectful, sure, maybe tolerate them, why not? But make them genuinely like someone that they have no interest in. It is very difficult. Even more so, when they are children. And this happens a lot with new families, blended families. The parents meet each other, date, fall in love, and decide to unite their lives, their families, and that's great for them, but the children may unfortunately not get along. And that's okay, that's life, as long they respect each other. And I'm sorry about Hazel, I really am. Trying to force a sisterly relationship between them, it won't work, and it's not fair to Piper. Someone may end up hurt in the end, and in the future, things could get worse. Piper may end up resenting your sister, Gavin and Hazel. For Piper, Hazel is not her sister, and the more her mom and Gavin insist on this, the worse things may get. Your sister is in the wrong OP. And heck, even adults often don't like each other. How many stories have we read about in-laws not getting along? A lot, that's for sure. But normally, they don't have to share the same roof. But no OP, you are not the idiot. And I hope that in the future your sister will be able to deal better with this type of situation. The beatings will continue until morale improves, right? Every day on this sub there is some parent trying to force their kids to love their new blended families. Love your stepfather, love your stepsister or else. And your sister is a classic example. However desperately she wants to create a Hallmark Waltons/Brady Bunch family, she needs to back off and accept that may never happen, accept that they will relate to each other the way they want, and she can't make them love each other by forcing them to spend time together. Not the idiot for speaking some home truths to her. Not the idiot. You are grounded till you love your stepsister. Oh, that is going to work. For sure. Told her she will learn to love and appreciate her sister, or she will end up grounded a lot until she moves out. You can't force people to like each other, let alone love each other. This kind of thinking is so blinkered. All they are doing is increasing resentment. Not the idiot. Not the idiot. When Piper cuts and runs when she turns 18, Anna will have no one else to blame but herself. You can't force a relationship, and that's what they're doing. Not the idiot. It's bizarre that she thinks siblings should be forced to spend weekly time together. It's also bizarre that she thinks that by forcing Piper to spend time with Hazel, with threat of punishment if she doesn't, Piper will learn to love and appreciate her. If anything, she will resent Hazel more, as well as Anna. Anna told me I wasn't a parent of teens, so I didn't get it. You get it, Anna doesn't. Well, and what do you guys think of this situation? What would you do if you were OP? Do you agree with what the sister did? Or do you agree with OP? Don't forget to leave the comments down below. And that's it for today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed. Until next time.